No.
Just left the game and.
Correct.
Okay. A little bit about tonight. Once again, you've said all season how you like your style of game, that it travels, it plays well on the road. And in these first two games, you guys, have you been happy with the way you've been able to play that style and to take control of this series?
I think in parts of it, we're pretty good. Our penalty killing on back-to-back nights has been just outstanding, especially tonight. I thought our penalty kill was just fantastic. So that's a big part of our identity. I liked some things that we did in our own end very, very well. Dynamic offensive team. So, and then there's always places that we can get better. We'll work on that tomorrow. We've got to learn every game. You have to find things that you can define. Like every year, your team is brand new, even if you've got players there, and you forget at times certain things that you go through in the playoffs. So you just have to relearn them and go back. So there's some things that we can do quite a bit better, we think.
We know how much Bob's able to rise to the occasion in the playoffs, but how remarkable is it just the way he's able to stay so steady when those moments get as big as they get?
I just think if you prepare, if you put the time in, and this isn't like he's had a good week, right? Over the course of his career, the amount of time that he puts into being great, then you can't be surprised. It's actually just a wonderful life lesson for the people around who get to watch it. If you want to get better, hone your craft, put as much time with it, find the joy in it, and then you have games like this where he's just so good, so right. But he earns it, and we're the benefactors of his professionalism.
Paul, you touched on it a second ago, but just what was working so well on the penalty kill for you guys tonight and in game one, I guess?
You know, I think I'm not allowed. I haven't been in a penalty kill meeting since November of last year. I sit in the first one at the start of a series, so I kind of have a pretty good idea what they're trying to do, so I don't screw it up, right, by coming up with a new idea. Sylvain Lefebvre does just that's where you need a guy that's played the game in that position, that understands what you can do and what you can't do. And then we got a bunch of gritty guys that'll do whatever it takes. So we're again, you credit to Bill Zito and his group. We went into the trade deadline feeling that that was the place that we needed to get better. Again, we lost some important killers from our team last year, and he delivered.
Coach, you mentioned after game one about it's kind of impossible to find an identity in this series.
Yeah.
So now that there's two games, can you establish one now?
Half of it's there. I mean, I think the intensity is going to ramp up. I think the physicality will definitely ramp up. And you saw, I think the first period of last game, and actually the first part of this game, you started to see more end zone play. We had a little more zone time. They had a little more zone time. It wasn't ping pong back and forth, which is still where a big chunk of this game has been. Just both teams pretty responsible defensively. So I think that's where it's going.
In the third period, you guys only allowed 3 shots, and you're playing 10 minutes of that without Alexander Barkov. I mean, what's going right in the third period like that?
Well, I'll temper that stat with shot blocks, which we would then take credit for, but also miss nets, which they'll dial in on, right? So the shot attempts were heavily in their favor. But that would be the piece of the game that I thought was pretty good. I thought we were strong in about a 10 or a 15-foot area around our net, and that was the difference for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you.